Who is the best wide receiver in the 2023 NFL draft class? What is up, YouTube? What is up, Giants fans? It is your boy Jay Downs. We are back at it with another New York Giants video. Back at it with another New York Giants banger. And if you're not done yet, before we get to this one, go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and comment, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you love Giants content. A lot of Giants draft content will be on the channel as we get closer and closer to draft night. Can't wait. I'm very excited for that. Also, happy Easter to everyone out there. But in this video, I wanted to talk about who is the wide receiver one. Who is the best wide receiver in this year's draft class? Now, everyone has their own opinion on this. Some people say it's Jalen Hyatt, wide receiver out of Tennessee. Some people say it's Jackson Njigba, wide receiver out of Ohio State. Quentin Johnston was basically, the wide receiver one, after the college football season. But as we get closer and closer to draft night, a lot of other guys are starting to get cases on why they are wide receiver one. And in this video, I just wanted to talk about it and break it down. My mock draft, my 7-round mock draft for the New York Giants is going to be out tomorrow. So if you want to see who I got taken right now at pick 5, stay tuned. Make sure you got the post notifications on. Had to get that out the way real quick. But it's Jordan Addison for me. Right now, it is Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison is my wide receiver one. When I'm looking at him, I feel like he's a safer pick than a Quentin Johnston. I feel like he is a better route runner than a guy like Zay Flowers. And I just like how I think he can end up being a wide receiver one. Right now, no one is going to be an NFL wide receiver one. None of these guys are going to consistently, as soon as they step on the freaking field, they are one of the best wide receivers in the league. No one's like that, right? This isn't like a Jamar Chase back in 2021 where we knew for a doubt Jamar Chase was going to be a problem, which he is now. Jamar Chase is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, but with these guys right now, I feel like Jordan Addison right now could be a high-end wide receiver too. He's, 5'11", 180 pounds. He has a Devontae Smith type build, and when I'm looking at that, I would not mind having someone like that at pick 25. At pick 25, not to say you're not getting the best wide receiver in the draft class. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at, past picks at pick 25. One of the other, picks was Brandon Ayuk, who was at pick 25. He is, up and coming to being one of the, high-end wide receiver twos. He's getting better and better every season. So when I'm looking at the Giants, don't expect one of these guys to be a 1,500-yard season type of guy. All right, I know we need a wide receiver one. A lot of Giants fans talk about needing a wide receiver one. None of these guys are going to be bona fide wide receiver ones in their first year. Who knows? It's a chance, but as of right now, we are not going to say that. Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers was the guy who I had the Giants taking in my first 7-round mock draft. And you're talking about his stock. It has risen. It has rose. I'm not really sure. But his stock has risen ever since then. Ever since before free agency, his stock has risen. You got the combine. You got the workout videos. He added on 10 pounds ahead of the NFL combine. I'm starting to hear that he's getting looked at the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are, they're a name that's really starting to get more reports and more buzz about potentially drafting Zay Flowers. And when you're looking at his production, he's coming off a 1,000-yard season from his last year in 2022. You're looking at his, he doesn't have the big body frame of an ex-wide receiver. He doesn't. But look at what he does on tape, man. He has the speed. He has the agility to kill you in both areas of the field. Middle of the field, he has it. Intermediate, he has it. Deep threat ability, he is probably the best deep threat out of these 4 guys. You got Quentin Johnston, Jordan Addison, and JSN and Zay Flowers as I guess as the 4 main guys that are going to be first-round draft picks. He probably has the best deep ability out of all of them. And yes, he's 5'9", 180, but he doesn't play like that. He does not play like that. He has plays where he plays bigger than his size. And I love that. When you're looking at the Giants and how they, give guys the ball and let them make plays, letting their wide receivers make plays, Zay Flowers fits that part of the Giants offense. Yes, people say he's a slot guy, but no, he played on the outside in college. He played more on the outside than Jackson Smith and Njigba, who's bigger than him. So it's like Zay Flowers, if you were to say he's your wide receiver one, I really couldn't argue with you. I wouldn't argue with you. I love Zay Flowers. I'm getting to the point where I'm scared that he won't be on the board at pick 25. We'll see on draft night. Zay Flowers plays bigger than Quentin Johnson, in my opinion. He plays more like a Quentin Johnson in spurts than Quentin Johnson does. Quentin Johnson plays like a guy who's 5'9", 180 pounds because he doesn't make catches during contact. And yes, Zay Flowers isn't the best at it. I don't want to make it seem like he is mossing guys at his size. He's not. But he has plays where he'll go up and get it on two guys. I forgot what team it was, but it's a play out there with Zay Flowers that it's a deep ball. He has to come back to the football, and it's two guys covering him, and he makes that catch on two guys. So Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison right now is pulling hairs on who's wide receiver one. And then I add in Jackson Smith-Njigba, wide receiver at Ohio State. You're looking at the combine. He looked good. You're looking at his pro day. Really, really helped him. It really rose his stock. You know, he ran the 4.48 at his pro day. He had a good 30-yard shuttle. I'm messing my words. But Jackson Smith-Njigba, you're talking about production. It's there. It's there. He dealt with the hamstring injury in 2022, which kind of kept him out for the majority of the season. But you look at that 2021 season, man, it was electric. 1,600 yards. Go check out the Rose Bowl game from 2022, Ohio State versus Utah. I watched that full game, and Jackson Smith-Njigba's name was getting called every single drive. It was no drive that Ohio State had that Jackson Smith-Njigba's name wasn't getting called. So a lot of people right now are saying that Jackson Smith-Njigba is wide receiver one. You look at the production. When he's on the field, he's one of the best players on the field. When he is on the field, he is one of the primary weapons on your field. And you look at him as a slot guy, he does majority of his damage out of the slot. I understand that. And that's why teams like Seattle Seahawks is a team that we see mocked to take Jackson Smith-Njigba because they have those two outside guys in DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. You let Jackson Smith-Njigba eat from the slot, and you got three bona fide stud wide receivers. But I understand the Giants. In the Giants world, they need that prototypical X wide receiver. And we're looking at build, you're looking at, body of work. That's Quentin Johnston. That's Quentin Johnson. He has a 6'2", 200-pound frame to be that X wide receiver, one wide receiver. But that doesn't stop me from going out and getting Jackson Smith-Njigba. It does not. It doesn't. Darius Slayton can play on the inside, outside. If you want to throw him in the slot, you can. But he plays the majority on the outside. Isaiah Hodgins is an outside wide receiver. You're not throwing Isaiah Hodgins in the slot. I love Isaiah Hodgins, but you're not throwing him in the slot. Paris Campbell played majority of his snaps last year on the outside. Wando Robinson, slot wide receiver. Sterling Shepard, slot wide receiver. Basically, those two guys are coming off of injuries. So right now, you can't plug those in as bona fide starters for the Giants. You take Jackson Smith-Njigba, you slide him in the slot, you let him get a feel for the offense, you let him get a feel for the NFL game. Whew. I'm getting excited just talking about it. I'm getting excited just talking about Jackson Smith-Njigba. I'm getting excited talking about all these guys. So then you look at Quentin Johnston. He's my wide receiver 4 right now. Though he has the build, again, he has his 6'2", 200-pound size to be that X wide receiver. He doesn't play up to his size. He does not play up to his size. And it's one thing, another thing of his game that scares me is that he is a body catcher. He catches with his chest. That scares me. That gives me Kenny Golladay vibes. That gives me Kenny Golladay vibes. How many times did Daniel Jones throw the ball to Kenny Golladay and he tries to swallow the ball in? Pause. How many times? He tries to just caress the ball from his chest to his hands. I don't like that. I need you to catch the ball with your hands. And though he has the build, if it's the fourth quarter, you're the number one wide receiver, you're the X wide receiver, you got to be able to make any catch that needs to be made as the wide receiver one of your offense. If we're throwing a 50-50 ball to Quentin Johnston, 9 times out of 10, he's not bringing it down. He does not do well against, contact. He doesn't do good, when you can get your hands on him. He's boom or bust. There's a chance that he does reach his potential. If he reaches the potential, he's the best wide receiver out of this draft class. If he reaches the potential, he's 6'2", 200 pounds, has amazing speed, good rack ability, can separate. But it's the major things where, he does drop passes. He has concentration drops. All of these guys basically have concentration drops at times. Zay Flowers drops the ball sometimes. Jordan Addison had major drop problems back in 2021. Jackson Smith-Njigba sometimes drops the ball. He has better hands, I think, than all these guys. So those 4 right now are my, top 4 in order of who my wide receiver rankings are. It's Jordan Addison first. He's my wide receiver 1. I want him on draft night. Zay Flowers, his stock is it's skyrocketing, man. He's wide receiver 2 right now, but it's really between him and JSN. It's basically a 3-way tie for wide receiver 1 for me. JSN, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison. And then it's Quentin Johnston. So Jordan Addison, wide receiver 1 for me. Zay Flowers, JSN, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. Wide receiver 4, Quentin Johnston. Now, there are some outside guys. There's one name that I hear as people say he's the wide receiver 1 because of his speed. It's Jalen Hyatt. I'm not a big Jalen Hyatt guy. And I don't want to make it seem like this guy's going to be a bum. I'm not doing that at all. But I'm looking at the Giants and what the Giants need. We need guys that can separate. He can do that. We also need guys that can make plays no matter what route you're on. Jalen Hyatt wasn't asked to run the most diverse route tree. He wasn't. Quentin Johnson wasn't either. He wasn't asked to do the most, different, varieties of routes either. He wasn't. Jordan Addison was. Zay Flowers was. Jackson Smith-Njigba was a smooth-ass route runner. I love Jackson Smith-Njigba in the route running department. Jalen Hyatt, though, stay away. I'm not a Jalen Hyatt guy. I'm just not. He has blazing speed, and he has speed that you got to respect. I definitely will give him that. And if he goes to the Chiefs, it's going to be a scary sight. I'm going to tell you that right now. But for the Giants, Jalen Hyatt, I'm not a fan. I might take Cedric Tillman over Jalen Hyatt. And Jalen Hyatt's the, big name guy from that wide receiver room from Tennessee. But Cedric Tillman is also good. I might take Cedric Tillman over Jalen Hyatt. But leave down below in the comment section. Who is your wide receiver 1? Who do you think is wide receiver 1 right now? It's all opinionated. Everyone has their own opinions. I just want to talk about it, man. It's fun to talk about because this wide receiver room, this wide receiver draft class, it's a good one. It's a good one. We don't have a bona fide wide receiver 1, but we got some good ones that can make an argument, make a case to beat wide receiver 1 in the draft class. So go ahead, leave them below in the comment section who you think wide receiver 1 is in the 2023 NFL draft class. But if you stayed and watched the whole video, man, shout out to you. It's really, really appreciated. Tomorrow, we are dropping our 7th round New York Giants mock draft, our second one. I'm excited. Go ahead, leave a like, go ahead, comment, go ahead, hit the subscribe button to be in tune for that. But if you did enjoy, until then, it's been your boy J Dimes. Go ahead, leave a like, go ahead, comment, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, join the channel, and we are out. Go Giants! Peace.